42nd Street. This is the PIX 11 News at 6.
And now at 6, the impending legal troubles for former President Trump. New York City preparing for any type of reaction if an indictment comes down. The grand jury's decision expected soon.
But we begin this hour with breaking news. Deadly car crash in Bensonhurst. 2 people killed, several more injured tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us for the PIX 11 News at 6. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
I'm Corey Chambers, and Air 11 was actually over the scene of this crash earlier today. Police telling us the driver lost control of his car on 18th Avenue, setting off a chain reaction of crashes.
Indictment looms over former President Trump, and that means all eyes are on Manhattan as we await a grand jury's decision.
In fact, we have some live pictures right now from the offices of the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg there, and the New York Young Republicans are actually preparing to protest there in support of former President Trump.
Yeah, but the decision whether or not to bring down criminal charges lies with the grand jury. Henry Rossoff live outside the courthouse. The jury is convened tonight. Hi there, Henry.
Hi, Tamsin. Grand jury.
You're watching the PIX 11 News at 5.
One man dead, another injured after a shooting in the Bronx.
Yeah, it happened Sunday morning right outside of a bodega. Yeah.
That's great.
Even with G's little dance.
All right. Well, developing news tonight, and it is all but official. Rick Pitino leaving Iona and going to take the head coaching job for St. John's.
Details for us tonight. Hi, Mark.
Hey, guys, what's going on? Yeah, big news in the Big East. Rumored for the last week, St. John's has a new men's basketball coach. You mentioned it, agreeing to a 6-year contract with Rick Pitino.
Well, the looming possibility of former President Trump being indicted has all eyes on Manhattan.
It sure does. A grand jury expected to soon make a decision about whether or not hush money payments the former president is alleged to have made to adult film star rise to a criminal level.
Yeah. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Iana Harry outside the DA's office.
Today, new details in the tragic car crash that killed 5 children from one family. Plus a new spin on the classic I Love New York campaign. Then Princeton dances into the Sweet 16. Today on the PIX 11 News starting at 4, New York's very own.
Certified by nationally accredited safety testing labs.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on because I have a countdown on in my head anyway. 5.5 minutes until spring officially.
That's right.
Yeah.
And weather goes 6 minutes now, so I'll be able to talk right through the beginning of spring.
I can't wait, G.
I like that. I love it.
And you'd be the only one that likes
that.
that. All right, here we go.
Mr. G, did you get a haircut, Mr. G? Something looks different. I'm looking at the Weather Center. Something is a little odd today, something different.
I forgot my makeup.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
You don't need it, G.
No, the real deal is the big guy finished the half marathon. That is the big story. And for us, another big story. Welcome to our new home in the Weather Center. And welcome again to a good-looking forecast for the next 48 to 72 hours. So let's get at it.
That was great. All right, do you like oysters?
Oh, I love.
Yeah, it's a great oyster bar. It's fantastic. All right, everybody, 6:09. The news at 7 a.m. starts right now.
Right now on the PIX 11 Morning News at 7 o'clock, former President Donald Trump putting his supporters on.
Live from 42nd Street, this is the PIX 11 Morning News.
All right, good morning, everybody. Straight up on 7 a.m. on this Monday. Gorgeous shot right there. You might need to bundle up, but I'm Dan Manarino.
And I'm Hazel Sanchez, and you're never more than 10 minutes from weather and traffic. And this Miranda, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
I got to say, it's great to be in the same space, to look around and see you here. We're all in the same studio at last. It's fantastic.
But don't eat Hazel Sanchez.
Yeah, where's the boom boom?
I thought that's 8:30, no?
8:30, that's right. That's right.
Someone's got to keep track of
Thank you.
order here.
Well, it's exciting.
Happy Monday to you. Let's
Happy,
start with the
spring.
check on traffic.
Okay, let's do it. You know, we've had a fair share of issues all morning long, first of which is this crash on the BQE still there, causing a solid red line on the map. As you can see, that is a southbound delay or westbound delay coming into Meeker Morgan Avenues. That is where we have at least laying down with a crash. It's backing things up on the westbound LIE coming into that point as well. Now, the LIE itself, here's a live look by exit 19.
The Air 11 traffic report presented by your local Ford stores for great deals on the...
Mess up my plan, but right now, Alex, I'm saying it's going to stay north. We're going to have a south wind, and we're going to heat up to 71 in Jersey. Now to you.
That's going to be real nice, Byron. Thank you. We're in Jersey right now looking at the approach to the inbound Lincoln Tunnel. A little bit crowded coming around the Helix here into the tolls. About a 35-minute delay there. A little bit better with the Holland, 20 to 25 minutes. The slowest of the three, definitely the George. We're close to...
You notice anything different?
Yeah.
Things are a little different around here today.
Right?
Our new studio is finally complete.
That's right. So after months of construction, we are finally in our new home. Hello, Alex. And we are very excited about all of this. So we're gonna take you on a little tour. Okay? Come over here. This is the traffic center. This is where Alex is gonna do her whole thing, right? And you come over this way, because this is where Byron Miranda's weather center is. Look at this whole thing, right? This is the weather center, and then Byron's usually hard at work back at here. Come on, Bobby, come back here. There he is, hard at work in the weather center alongside producer Joe Punday. So they are hard at work in the weather center. And then if you come over this way, this is where we're gonna be hanging out, having a good time, doing some interviews, some demos right here on the couch, this whole area here. And then we're gonna do some interviews here as well. Look at these red chairs. Look at this, no stops here. Right, though, right? Thank you very much, Justin Walters. He was over here at the big sports wall. This is where the guests are going to enter from, where Alex Lee is. They're going to do a whole entrance behind the door, right? And then you got the main set over here.
And I will be sitting here
Hazel
all the time.
Yes.
I apparently don't know how to move.
The chairs are tall, and here we go.